Hold on. Hold. eh, I won't really talk because the, yeah, I won't really talk in this stream or whatever, and yeah. But I guess like we can do a Q&A. Like, wait, it's the stream. Let me check if the stream is live. Cause yeah, the stream is live. Like stuff. Wait, who? Oh, Jazzo. Oh wait, let me just share the screen, like my YouTube screen. So I think that I'm going to do like an Q&A for like my video, like for like the Soldiverse, since like yeah, I'm streaming this until I get 1,000 subscribers. So I'm not to enter this stream until I reach 1,000, and the stream will go on even though like if I'm offline. So yeah, and stuff. Yeah, so I'm streaming until I reach 1,000. Yeah, and the stream will probably go on for at least 2 weeks because yeah, but yeah. Mhm. But yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm not going to share this on my stream. So after like this after like no I I honestly don't know what's happening to Banana. Like why? Like there's too much drama. Besides, I also like don't like I'm tired of OSC drama and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I guess. or stupid like the stupid like BFPI and BFSDI and stuff. Yeah. So so close to 1,000 or there's just some weird things that that have been like going on the OSC, and it's just confusing why. And honestly, I don't like it because the OSC always has to have some like drama over and over again. Like they can't just be normal people. Like, and the fact that the OSC is like, I don't know, 1/5 of the universe. I don't know how much exactly, but it's kind of like a fifth. It's kind of like 60% of this planet, since almost 4 million people subscribe to Jack and Jellyfy. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to be answering questions. First question is Mr. Bean 222229. So he said, what will happen to BFSDI? Nothing will really happen, but it will just be a finished season. So it will just basically be a completely finished season. So I won't have to deal with any more of that. Like, I won't have to focus on it too much. There won't be any season. There will not be any future seasons. So yeah, there will not be any season 2. There won't be like any contributes or any mentions of BFSCI, since that would break the timeline. And yeah. What math? What? Yeah. What math? What math? About like 4 million. Hold on. About 4 million people or whatever. Yeah. And yeah, there's 11 billion people in this world. Whatever. But let me divide that. How much is that? Let me just divide. Okay. It says like about like it says 2,000 750 whatever. Like yeah, whatever. But nonetheless, let's actually watch something because I don't want this to be a boring stream, and we are earning like subscribers by the moment. So I gotta make the stream interesting so that way I can like yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, but when I check my like YouTube history, I want to make sure it's not filled with bull crap and like checking it. So yeah, like, honestly, I just don't know what like drama has been going on. Like Banana's the first person to always expose someone doing something bad, and I honestly just don't like it anymore. Let me just ping everyone in Discord for a sec, cause there's you and I are the only people here. Watch. One. Do it for a second time just in case. Okay, yeah, a second time should be enough. Yeah. Cause yeah. Wait, what? 0.06% of the world is in the OSC. But there's other drama too. Like, there's just so much drama. Oh, high need. Yeah, there's just like drama, and it's honestly like really odd. Cause I don't like how every like now and then there's always has to be some stupid drama. Like, what has happened to Banana? Like, we're actually gonna watch the video, cause yeah, cause I will like probably like unlist this since I don't want like people. I don't want to Banana to accidentally get exposed by 800 people. But I'm just actually curious, and I don't want y'all to be waiting too long. So Banana YouTube. No, not the. Not this. Like, where's the? Wait, I think Banana's on my subscribe list, but I do not feel like leaking my subscribe list. So, hold on. Wait. Just one of the other videos that's in my history. I can go down there and see. Wait a freaking minute. Hold on. I don't see Banana in my server. Let me look. Oh wait, I do see him in my server. Never mind. But that's just odd. Yeah, but if Banana's watching this, I'm gonna unlist the stream since I'm not letting him get exposed by 800 people. I'm not letting Banana get exposed by 800 like 800 like people or whatever. Like, so yeah. Which is one of the videos that he made so that way I can go to his channel. Where is it? There it is. His YouTube channel. But I just realized that Banana and I think it was what I don't know who he is. Okay, just watch it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, who the frick sent the message on Discord? Okay, whatever. Discord's not important right now. Wait, I think I accidentally paused. Wait. What did he say? Okay, that's not a Sonic the Bully reference, but I actually like. I'm just confused. Like, I'm so curious. I just want to watch, but I may edit out in this video since I know how to edit out. But still, yeah. And plus, we would do a QnA stuff. Wait, okay. Cuddles has this one? I never knew. Okay. Done. Well, is the Discord messages coming from a server? Let me just look. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. There were a couple people, there were a couple people yapping about like the Soldiverse timeline and stuff. Just look at this. Yeah. I mean, yeah. This message does make sense, but it's honestly confusing me way too much because it's honestly way too confusing for me because like I just tried to make like characters be in a show, and then when they're in another show they're in that show, and when it's back to the other show that they're in that show. It's kind of confusing because you think that they're mostly in, like, for example, like Pin in BFR, like Pin, like was supposed to be in the illumination box. But honestly, I kind of like see like BF. I kind of see like my optic shows as like something fun to do, so I don't really mind if it breaks the timeline just a little bit. Like, for example, what he say something about Automatic was trapped in a was locked in a box, and then he was recommended in PH2. He only was recommended PH2 because, because he was only recommended BFT PH2s because like I think it was like one of my friends who recommended him. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was someone who had Discord. So yeah. Mm. Yeah, but yeah, nonetheless, just like, yeah, no. Oh, whoops! I leaked some of the friends. Don't question some of them. Okay, so I'm going to be answering like some of the questions, even the unanswered ones, because some of the mods already answered it. But I want to give a very clear like explanation about like these I think these like Q&A forum posts, since I kind of like want to mention about like I I kind of want to like kind of like more like formally explain about it, and I kind of want to like explain about it because because I like to hear like what they think about the Soulverse timeline, since it actually gets kind of confusing when you like watch the show, because it's like if you just watch BFB without the whole season 2 that timeline, and some of my shows are actually confusing and like aren't perfectly matched up. So yeah. Okay, Coiny, no one asked. Okay, seriously though, time to read the post. Okay, the first post was from Neat. Wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. Neat said, "What shows are there in Saudiverse?" I said a BFPH on the gun but slower. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but Object Warren is scrapped, so I'm just going to update this. Yeah, BFDA page ongoing but slower. Cake Island cancelled. Tip Half X cancelled. BFR, the re-BFR hiatus. BFSDI ongoing. OG scrapped. BFPI ongoing. OG that object show lol cancelled / scrapped. And she said, "All right, but isn't it much to handle with only one owner?" With only one owner, and that's why I said that's why I have co-owners and and people who work for my shows and stuff. So this is what RKD said. So I'm did so did this is what RKD said. So RKD said, "What are the eliminated contestants doing it'd be of the what are eliminated contestants of Battle for Robux minus Pin doing?" And boom, I just said that they're still in the box, but most of them are sleeping. I actually want to give like a full explanation. So most of them are basically trying to escape the box because they've been trapped in there for a year, and they kind of want like escape like freedom and stuff. Not all of them are asleep because Loser Cake is the only one who is lazy because she doesn't have any arms, and basically like she just wants to just relax. Cause after the competition, she like it was like kind of like I don't know like why the rest of the contestants couldn't just draw a simple circle and a line and the first challenge, since the first challenge was to draw like an automatic, and I honestly like to redo BFR because I don't like how I did the original BFR, and plus Pin is basically in multiple universes at once, so it gets kind of confusing because she's in multiple universes at once. So you kind of think of her like you kind of think of her like she and Fiery are the only ones that are in both three shows. No one else has probably been in that many shows before. That's honestly really surprising. And plus, I honestly like Fries is in BFR and BFTA PH, but it honestly gets like really confusing because like for first of all, first of all, some of them can't be like one universe, then travel to another when that episode is released and the camera pans on them. So it gets kind of confusing even if you watch it, because if you watch the whole series, it gets really confusing when you get to like BFPI. Because the more shows I make and the more like original contestants there are, the more confusing it's probably going to get because well I just make like lots of shows. So it gets kind of confusing, even if you watch like the whole series. Okay. Okay. Let's actually read this document since because of like Discord's limit. Oh, whoops. Wrong profile. Uh. Hold on. Stop sharing. Let me just switch the profile so that way, like, I'm just gonna switch the profile. Mm. What the heck was that? Wait, did I make that noise or whatever? Mm.
I don't know what that was.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. It was you. Is it? It was you. What it? You. Wow. It was,
Yes, it
enough
was.
of that. Enough of that. I'm actually gonna read this document. Okay. Wait. Let me see if the viewers can see the screen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They can see it. Okay. So, he said a couple months ago on the community post, you said that you were canceled and your Flipper Club animated reality show called Cake Island. But I've always wondered this: what do the contestants do when they are not doing challenges? I've been really confused with the multiple object shows too, but Cake Island is the one that confuses me the most and seems to make all the other questions feel like they're unanswered, but they are not. According to the Soliverse Wiki, Kick Island 2 was going to be a lot more like OBS 7B, which really confuses me. What are the Kick Island contestants doing? The only contestants to have to escape from Kick Island was Cake went back to BFDIPH. Cake also went back to BFDIPH until BFDIPH 13. Cake's dad went back to his original timeline, and Yo-Yo slash Red Velvet Cake went back to their timelines. And and then he says, "What are the Cake Island contestants even doing? We know that O slash Yo-Yo slash Red Velvet Cake went back to their timeline along with Cake and his dad. So what are the rest of the others contestants doing? This is what really confuses me about the Soliverse. It feels like Cake Island doesn't matter to the timeline because it's uncanon, but BFSDI is still ongoing, and it matters that it's final episode. So I have two questions for you. One, what are the Cake Island contestants doing? Two, how come PFSDI is ongoing and it's about to be its final episode where other people work for, but Cake Island is just at the bottom of the stick? If you don't know what I mean by the bottom of the stick, I mean that it doesn't make any sense how BFSDI is still ongoing while Cake Island can't make it to at least episode 2, especially with the new change in episode 2. I want to let you know that I still like watching the Soulivers. It has lots of lore and it's really interesting to watch, but there's just some parts in the show that doesn't make sense to me. And I've always wondered that question ever since BFDIPH came back. I just waited until the perfect time to finally ask the question. I'm really proud of how the Soulivers has come. Yeah, I'm really thankful for you to give me a chance on working on your shows. Thank you for making my dream come true and making the episode so interesting. Keep up the good work. Okay, so thanks for the poetic
Can I do
and
something?
so I'm too lazy to like really
Can
explain
I
it.
do
So
something?
what? Also, why is barely anyone on the stream? Like, there's not really. Wait, hold on. I have to do something.
I want to eat your soul. I want to eat your soul. Are you there?
Yeah, back. Back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, back. Wait, hold on. That's my stupid tablet. Hold on. Yeah. But after we get done with like these next 3 questions, we're going to get to more Q. Well, mine is this question because I don't even know like
I want
how
to eat your
I would
soul!
exactly do Piglet's token. So yeah. So it says like you answered the question one. Well, when the Sony show is canceled, it's literally canceled. I mean literally. Sony pauses / erases the timeline of the canceled object show since it doesn't matter to the Sonyverse, which is why he decided that BFAPH, BFPI, and BFR should stay as scan shows. I actually did it like how I wrote Cake Island. Like, okay, I'm going to go off script of this since like I actually want to explain. Okay, so I know this is somehow like how object show creator starts his shows, but I honestly did not like how it started Cake Island. Cake Island just starts about how Cake was yapping about how fun it was to be in BFB/T-Bot. And yet Cake was like yapping about that didn't exist. He just pops up to ask everyone to compete in the show. And then I honestly didn't like the writing of that, and I bet the other few episodes were going to be terrible in the anyway. Since honestly, I didn't like it at all. Like it was horrible. Like I didn't like Cake Island at all because it just sucked. Like I didn't even want to like continue it, and then like, and the series was just a test of how like I could do in Flip-a-Clip since like some people are actually good in to make shows in Flip-a-Clip. I'm saying that to Osfin and Puffy Millie because those are the only like I think videos that have had like really good shows that actually like are like actually have effort. And the fact that I didn't want to continue the show, that I had to animate on an animation app that will give you like every ad every time you just do something on the app. And the
Are
point
you
is
talking
that Kick
about
Out it doesn't
Flip-a-Clip?
matter the timeline. It had a lot of contestants. It would have a lot of debuts. I continued BFSDI to get out of the way, which made it a lot easier considering the fact that there's only one more episode left of the show. Then it's finished. He just said
Are you talking about
he said
Are you talking about Flip-a-Clip?
what will happen to BFSDI after the 6th episode. And I said BFSDI will just be a finished project and
Are
won't
you
have
talking about Flip-a-Clip?
seasons or any lore connected to it, nor any mentions of it. I'll answer more about episode 6 later because the Soldiverse members can find out what happens in the next episode, and you guys can too because y'all watching this. Well, I can tell you that BFSDI will be finally one of the first Soldiverse projects I finish. And I can finally relax on how they're doing BFSDI episodes. BFSDI will just be a completely finished season. That's all I can say. Well, not season, series. That's all I can say. Wait, isn't that the same? Wait, hold on. That's the exact same user that. Hold on. That's the same person that's in my server. Grassy! The heck? The heck? Grassy! Grassy! Okay, this question is the most confusing one that even me or the other mods can even answer. Why is Pinkless Token called Pinkless Token even though she is pink? I honestly don't know how I would exactly like think of how Pinkless Token's assets would be, since I don't know, because they're pinkless means like it's like less of something. Like it's basically like it's minus something. And there's multiple characters that aren't pink characters. So it was kind of confusing of me to think of like pink. It was kind of confusing of me to think of like Pinkless Token. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of confusing of me to think about Pinkless Token. Next question. Interpic Leafy says, I'm confused about your cancel chills. What happens with the characters that are in a cancel chill? Don't feel like explaining it, just go back to this message and you'll just see it. Yeah. Enough about like enough about Discord. I think like you guys are going to ask me some questions. I'm just going to rename this stream to QnA since this is QnA. Okay. Hold on. Let me just like like hold on, make some like type of thing so that way you guys get my charger so that way the tablet the laptop doesn't like dies and I wouldn't be able to act. I think I will call it a form. I won't be able to access the form. So yeah. You guys can ask anything. Like yeah. Yeah. Also yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ask anything. I mean anything. Like anything at all. Yeah. Ask me anything. Oh wait, never mind. I guess that's what a banner is. Uh, Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Uh, yeah. after in 10 minutes. I'm going to leave the stream and come back whatever time I feel like.